This is my new favorite hair tool. It smells like a summer day on the beach. I'm so happy. Look how pretty.
Ariel was your idol when you were little.
I know. She still kind of is. My favorite caffeine dealer, everybody. The chapter starts off really intense. Book mail is always happy mail. Should I just read the sleeve for you? I feel like you would appreciate if I did that. I have a non-scale victory I had to show you right off the bat. Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. I'm starting you off in the mirror today because I have a non-scale victory I had to show you right off the bat. I shared this on Instagram stories, but I thought I would share it here as well as an encouragement to anybody who is on the struggle bus with their health journey, because girl, I hear ya. And I want you to know that the scale is not the end all be all. Case in point. This shirt. I would have to curl my knees up under it to stretch it out in order for it to fit around me. It was just too snug to be comfortable to wear publicly. This is freshly washed. I haven't stretched it out in the slightest, and there's room to spare. It fits me so well now, but ironically, the scale hasn't moved one iota. Riddle me that. Also, if you're wondering what this is, these are my baseboards for my loft. We're in the middle of renovating it right now, which means lots of random things are just kind of getting put everywhere, which is actually the reason why I'm just about to head out. I have a video to edit for tomorrow's upload and I have nowhere to edit. My desk cannot be reached. My couch is currently inaccessible, so I thought it would just be safer to go out of the house to edit today. But I've still got to gather everything up I need to take with me. So while I do that, I'm gonna send you back in time to a separate day where I try out a new hair drying technique for the first time. It's the same one I used today, which is why I have such big voluptuous hair, and open a book package which plays into what I'm gonna do today. See you in a bit. You may be wondering, hey Cass, why do you have wet hair? Because I wanted to try something out for the first time with you all and see if it works. What am I wanting to try out? Well, it involves a hair dryer, some curling spray, and a cooking strainer. Yep, Instagram has fully influenced me, and I'm gonna try to see if I can curl my hair using this as a diffuser. And the reason being is not just because I saw someone else do it and it looked cool and I thought I'd try it, although that is part of it. The other issue is that my hair dryer is melted. I don't know how well you can see that. This one, very unfortunate time. I sat it beside my straightener while it was still warm enough to melt plastic, and well, it sure did that. And now my diffuser that goes to my hairdryer no longer fits. Doesn't stay on. It's beyond working anymore. But I am far too cheap to buy a new hairdryer that works perfectly except for the attachments. So I thought I would try an experiment and see if it works, and also save myself some money by using this as a diffuser. Before I do anything, I'm gonna spray my whole head with this curling leave-in cream by Kristen S. It's softening, moisturizing, and fights frizz, which are all things I need. Let's remove the glasses. You know, things are getting serious if the glasses are taken off. Let's try this thing. Okay, so the thing I've seen these Instagram girls do is put their head upside down, put all of their hair in here, and dry everything from the bottom. So let's do that. Moment of truth. Let's see. Pull everything to the front. Zhuzh it up a little bit. Oh, I can already see. Look at the curl. Okay, I'm officially converted. This is my new favorite hair tool. In case anyone's concerned, there are no food particles on here. I thrifted it from Goodwill, washed it, and then have never used it. Good thing, because I don't think it's ever gonna be used for food the remainder of its life. I think it's found its new calling. Oh, Hermione could never. Okay, I'm so happy right now. This was such a good experiment. I'm totally converted. I will be doing this every time I want to let my hair go curly. If you have naturally curly or naturally wavy hair yourself and find curling to be really stressful because you can never get it to lay right or look right, or the frizz is always a problem, or it just doesn't look curly enough, I struggle with all of that too. My hair is so dependent on the weather, the temperature, the phase of the moon. This has made all the difference. To my temperamental, doesn't like to cooperate curly hair. I think this hair looks too glorious to not have makeup paired with it. So let's get ready for the day. Oh my goodness, that was a cool experiment. I'm glad I did that. Wait, before we finish getting ready, I want to show my mom, because I told her I was gonna do this. Want to see the result of the food strainer?
Hey, it did good.
Right?
So was it the food straightener or was it my shampoo and conditioner?
Both worked well together. Mom was worried I was about to take her shampoo and conditioner, but I just was showing the vlog. This is the brand. It's Pacifica and it's called Pineapple Curls. And when I tell you, it smells like a summer day on the beach. Oh, it smells so good. It just transported me out of winter and into the summer months. My goal for this year is to promote length so I can have the Disney princess hair I love and deserve.
Ariel did not have curly hair.
No.
She was your idol when you were young.
I know. She was. She still kind of is, to be fair. Look how curly my bangs are. It looks like the beginning of a toupee. It's not. It's all mine, I promise. Now that my hair is all done with my fancy new hair tool, I wanted to open something with you. I just got this package and I'm so excited. I was fully influenced by Bookstagram, watching people annotate the books that they're reading. Is that the right word, annotate? Where you highlight, underline, and tag things that speak to you. There are no rules to this as far as I know, but I have an idea of how I want to do it myself. I wanted to open what I got. Because in order to annotate like a real Bookstagrammer or booktuber or whatever you want to call it, I need the right tools. My word, what is this a sign? Am I not supposed to do this? Okay, hold on. Going in with the teeth. I don't recommend this. Haha, success. Are you ready to see what I got? I took my glasses off. I just realized. I wondered why you were blurry. Ready? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you what I got. First up are these pens. I heard about these particular pens from a Bookstagrammer that I follow. She swore up and down that these were the best annotating pens. They're a .38 ballpoint pen, I believe. All of these are from Amazon, by the way, and I'll link each of these products in the description box for you and have them available on my Amazon storefront in case you want to join me in this book annotating journey. Look at the colors. They're so pretty. I might gift the purple one to a friend of mine who adores purple. She has not jumped on the bandwagon of annotating yet. I'm slowly trying to convince her, but maybe if I give her a pen, this might jumpstart her into joining me. The second item are these highlighters. I specifically wanted colored highlighters that were not the typical neon that we've all grown up with and had to endure. These colors just looked so pretty, and they're dual-ended if I remember correctly. So it has a fat end, a pointier end here. These are called macaron colors. They come in pink, a corally orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And I wanted both a pen and a highlighter option because sometimes you want to underline something for emphasis, but other times you want to highlight something because it means something different. I don't know. I just like options. And then last but not least, I'm so excited to dig into these. These are tabs. And I think I got 6 different packets. This is what I'm really excited about because I do love a good aesthetic color scheme. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you one at a time. Here's this one. Just a bunch of pastels that honestly match my annotating pens pretty well. Blue set, a more vibrant version of the pastels. A purple set, which I, again, might gift to my friend who loves purple. A cool toned set and a slightly warmer toned set. I really wanted to get a metallic set where it had bronzes, golds, and silvers, but I could not for the life of me find any like that. If you know of where to find that, please comment down below because I will buy that so fast. And again, if you'd like to come along on this journey, I have everything linked in the description box and it will all be available on my Amazon storefront. Welcome back. If any of you eagle-eyed viewers were paying close attention, you'll notice that I am officially wearing my cloud shoes. They're actually called Soothies. I will link them in my Amazon storefront and down below in the description box for you because not only are they the most comfortable footwear I've ever owned, but very apropos for today. It's supposed to get up to 70 degrees today. I'm so happy. I've said this before, I'll say it again, my mood is a direct result of how much sunshine has shone throughout the day. So that means I am exceptionally happy. To head off to the coffee shop to work on editing a video for tomorrow. And while I'm out, I thought during breaks where I just need to stretch, move around, give my brain a moment, I would dive into this book. It's called The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'm going in completely blind. Bookstagram completely influenced me. And I think I mentioned this in the clips from the other day, but I'm gonna try out this annotating thing and see what all the hype is about. So many people are doing it and say they love it. I'm making no promises that I'm doing this the rest of my life, but I thought I would try it just once for fun and see how I find it. AC on. I also think it's very appropriate to do this for the first time this year. Explain to me why that gives me all the serotonin. It's a bit windy, so I'm carefully holding onto the door so that it doesn't blow away and accidentally hit somebody else's car. But if my hair looks extra crazy in the next few clips, you'll understand why. You're not in shot or anything, you don't have to worry. In case you were. Hello.
Now I'm in there.
My favorite caffeine dealer, everybody. Dream setup. Everything right by the big, beautiful window. Alright, all done for the day. I left just a little before closing and I got so much done. I didn't quite finish my vlog, so I'll have to go home and finish it. I would have stayed longer, but the coffee shop was closing. Ever since the pandemic, they've just all decided to stop staying open until 8 and close at 6. Some of us have things we need to get done. But it's fine, I can get it done at home. I didn't get to the book or trying to annotate it. I ended up working on my chai project and got some really cute dialogue written down that I think you guys will love someday when it's published. So I feel pretty good about that. I might wind down for the evening with the reading and the annotating. Back home, and speaking of books, I just got my book of the month in the mail. I'm so excited. I am gonna open it in the car because I have no patience and am desperate to see what I got because I kind of forget. As soon as I open it, I'll remember, but my word, they really, ouch. Oh, that hurt. Ow, I bent my nail backwards. That was not worth it. Got a little bookmark. It says, "Welcome to the friend zone," in a good way. Happy 3-box-iversary. We're so glad to call you a friend with benefits. That's cheeky, I like that. The Turn of the Key. It's a mystery, if you couldn't tell by the cover. It's by Ruth Ware. Should I just read the sleeve for you? I feel like you would appreciate if I did that. When Rowan Kane stumbles across the ad, she's looking for something else completely, but it seems like too good an opportunity to miss. A live-in nanny post with a staggeringly generous salary. And when she arrives at Heather Bray House, she is smitten by the luxurious smart home fitted out with all modern conveniences, by the beautiful Scottish Highlands, and by this picture-perfect family. What she doesn't know is that she's stepping into a nightmare, one that will end with a child dead and herself in prison awaiting trial for murder. Writing to her lawyer from prison, she struggles to explain the unraveling events that led to her incarceration. It wasn't just the constant surveillance from the cameras installed around the house, or the malfunctioning technology that woke the household with booming music or turning the lights off at the worst possible time. It wasn't just the girls, who turned out to be a far cry from the immaculately behaved model children she met at her interview. It wasn't even the way she was left alone for weeks at a time with no adults around apart from the enigmatic handyman Jack Grant. It was everything. She knows she's made mistakes. She admits that she lied to obtain the post and that her behavior toward the children wasn't always ideal. She's not innocent by any means, but she maintains she's not guilty, at least not of murder, which means someone else is. Full of spellbinding menace and told in Ruth Ware's signature suspenseful style, The Turn of the Key is an unputdownable thriller from the Agatha Christie of our time. That sounds so good! Anybody who doesn't know, I'm a nanny in real life, and something about the fact that this plot involves a nanny just really spoke to me. Obviously there are some big differences between what I do and what this woman is doing, but it just sounds like such a good cozy mystery to dive into, so very excited about that. I did get an add-on, which I do from time to time when I can't really decide what I want to read. This is called The Writing Retreat. Again, another mystery. This one by Julia Bartz. I'll read the inside cover, shall I? At one exclusive writer's retreat, it's publish and perish. Alex has all but given up on her dreams of becoming a published author when she receives a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Attend an exclusive month-long writing retreat at the estate of feminist horror writer Rosa Vallow. Even the knowledge that Ren, her former best friend and current rival, is attending doesn't dampen her excitement. But when the attendees arrive, Rosa drops a bombshell. They must all complete an entire novel from scratch during the next month, and the author of the best one will receive a life-changing 7-figure publishing deal. Determined to win this seemingly impossible contest, Alex buckles down and tries to ignore the strange happenings at the estate, including Rose's erratic behavior, Ren's cruel mind games, and the alleged haunting of the mansion itself. But when one of the writers vanishes during a snowstorm, Alex realizes that something very sinister is afoot. With the clock running out, she must discover the truth or suffer the same fate. A claustrophobic and propulsive thriller exploring the dark side of female relationships and fame. The Writing Retreat is the unputdownable debut novel from a completely new talent. This spoke to me not just because the mystery sounds awesome, but because I have personally been on a writing retreat. Mine took place in Ireland. I vlogged the whole thing. It's in its own little playlist if you guys want to dig through the dregs of my YouTube channel to find that. Nicole came with me. That's how we became friends. It was really a fun time. It did not involve any murder. Sorry to spoil that if you were thinking there were some correlations here. That was not one of them. I've got 2 mysteries that I can cozy up with here. Book mail is always happy mail. I actually have a friend referral code in the description box of every video for book of the month. If you are a fellow bookworm and would like to receive a book every month, it's like a present to yourself. It's very affordable. I have no extra money, but I can afford this, so that should probably tell you everything you need to know. I love that it shows up and coming authors, people that don't have a lot of notoriety yet. I will one day be one of those first time authors with very little notoriety, and to be spotlighted by something like Book of the Month would just be the dream. The books are not secondhand, the covers are gorgeous, and there's literally something for everybody. And I can't remember the logistics, let me look it up. But now that I've done 3 boxes with them, I get a discount on further boxes. You can see my relationship status here on the phone. It says, we're officially friends with benefits. Here are your new rewards. You're now saving $5 on every add-on. You're welcome. Blue Box Boutique. Enjoy shopping exclusive items you won't find anywhere else. Even more choices. Now you can choose from member faves in addition to our monthly selections. So not only do you get a book of the month that you get to choose every month, which all by itself would be the coolest, the more boxes you receive, the more benefits you get. That sounds like a bookworm's ideal situation. So I figured I'd mention the referral code just in case it interests you. Maybe we could even start our own little online book club and read together. Wouldn't that be fun? Do a YouTube live or something where we all get together once a month and chat about the books we've read. I know it's a wild idea that I just came up with, but I'd be down. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, so it's a totally different day. I didn't get a chance to film my thoughts on the day I started reading The Cruel Prince. But before ending the vlog, I wanted to share my thoughts on the book and how I'm finding highlighting and underlining and annotating. So right off the bat, the book is super interesting. The chapter starts off really intense. It actually starts off in current day, modern setting, which got me really confused because I knew this was a book about fairies and fairyland. It gets there, but it just really threw me for a loop right off the bat. Which is the joy of going into a book totally blind. I absolutely have been loving highlighting and underlining parts that I like or parts that I find interesting, descriptions that speak to me. I'm not really putting any rules to this, just defacing my book as I feel like it. I know there are some people who have very, very strong opinions on doing that, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I'd do it for every book, but I do like doing it for a book I have no emotional ties to, that I've never read before, that I have no solid opinions about. What I will say is I think I'm going to take a break from this book, not because it's bad, but because I just finished the ACOTAR series and jumping right into a world that is also concerning fae and magical things. I keep thinking it's going to be like ACOTAR, and obviously it's not. So I think I need a palate cleanser before continuing this, but I am liking it so far. I think it's really intriguing. It's a totally different take and perspective on the fae and how magic works. It's a lot more what we would traditionally think of fae, right? Lots of different colored skin, lots of magical abilities, lots of those magical abilities affecting what you look like. The fae world feels like a fae world. ACOTAR feels more like a fantasy world with fae in it, if that makes sense. That's kind of the difference I'm finding. And for anybody wondering, I love, 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 love ACOTAR. The whole series was just incredible, but I just am not ready to dive into another fae themed book quite yet. So right after finishing this vlog, I'm gonna start a new one right off the bat, and it's gonna be a reading vlog, including Hooked. It's a Peter Pan retelling. You guys know how much I love Peter Pan retellings. I'm very excited about this one. Read the first chapter and I'm instantly hooked. No pun intended. I think it'll be the perfect palette cleanser for me so that I can dive into The Cruel Prince afterward. But yeah, no regrets at all on the highlighting or underlining or annotating. I'm really enjoying it, and I think I'll continue to do it. Not for every book, but if I feel like I'm finding enough things that I wish I could highlight and be like, oh, I love that. Oh, wait, I love that too. I might pull out the tabs and the highlighters and go to town. Again, I'm putting no pressure on myself. There are no rules to this, just kind of blindly going. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. The next few vlogs I don't think will revolve around my renovation. We're sort of at a standstill with what we can do right now, so that means I can do some vlogging and book content, which I know a lot of you will really enjoy. So I will end this vlog here just to pick up my camera and start a new one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a future video from me. I upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays, both at 6 a.m. and sometimes on Mondays. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah.